Sexism. It's older than Winston Peters. For years when we heard police officer, we thought of a man. Firefighter, man. Pope, man. And while things are getting better for humans, it's a different story for bugs, according to my new best friend, Stu.
The male insect world has been much maligned, I feel. Why would we assume that every blowfly that visits your outdoor barbecue or every cockroach that crawls across your kitchen floor is somehow always a male? You know, kill him, squash him, spray him.
Get him.
Get him. And it seems to be that the nastier or the more dangerous the insect is, the greater the vitriol against the male species of that insect. So that needs to be redressed, I feel. When we can be gender neutral about insects, we should be.
Yes.
And not only that, criminals, typically they're always male.
That's a whole other issue. That's like a big issue that I don't know that I'm going to be able to solve now.
Exactly.
But let's move back onto insects. If you were going to be an insect, which one would you be?
Cricket.
I love cricket. That's the best answer I've had in this whole TV series. I mean, how can we change this? What do you think could instigate this change societally? I
think just don't assume. Out of respect for the
insect itself?
Insect species, It's very hard, for example, to sex a cricket on the fly.
I've never tried it. Have you?
Excuse
you do
the
love
pun.
crickets. So we're doing this for the insects, not for the men.
Doing for the insects. Has to be. Doesn't it?
Yeah, I agree. What I'm getting is that, you know, you as a person that identifies as male needs my help as a female to eradicate this problem that was caused by males.
Well,
but the bugs, they've got nothing to do with it. It's not their fault, is it? No. So we need to do better by bugs.
Yes.
We need to educate the public.
Agree.
And we need to make a difference and make sure that we can be like, well, hello, you beautiful female spider. All male spider. I'm not here to sex spiders, so let's talk to these barflies.
I think historically, there's been a bit of a problem with that.
Prettier ones, I think, are female.
And then cockroaches and flies male because they're annoying.
Why do we do that?
I'm not sure. I really don't know. I don't really think about bugs and insects too often. No.
Well, because sometimes the insects might breed with each other even though they're like two males or something, so...
I don't think that's called breeding, I think it's just called Il y a un autobus pour le piscine.
Un autobus pour le...
Piscine.
Pour la piscine.
Really?
Ah oui. Bravo.
Yeah, is this the bus for the swimming pool? That's what I've got in French. When you think of a ladybug and a weta, do you think of a gender?
I do think of just a lady, a woman, yes, yeah.
A spider. She's spider, a grasshopper. What about a weta?
Oh, well, for weta myself, it can go both ways, you know.
Do you go both ways?
Oh, you know, if the time is right and the stars are aligned, you know.
Fruit fly.
I've seen a fruit fly.
In your fruit basket. Did you kill it?
No.
He's eating a fruit though.
Was he? No, he was flying around.
So you just said he there, so there you have
well,
actually called him he. So we've got that. I've buzzed over to Auckland Zoo to ask ectothermologist Don, why do people get bug genders so wrong?
Goodness me, this is a deep question, isn't it? That's a societal problem.
I mean, how do you classify an insect's gender?
The male and female genitalia in the human form, when it is in focus, is really rather different from each other. Would you agree?
Yes.
And if you put the same focus on a male and female insect, I have to say that, remember, there are millions of beetle species, so when you think of insects, it's just gigantic
very vague, isn't it?
range.
Yeah.
Then you will see, and some of it's internal, arguably, that there are huge differences in the reproductive structures of male and female insects that are even more obviously different than humans.
Think of an example.
So I think one of the insects we're going to talk about today is the giant stick insect from Australia, second biggest insect in Australia. So here we have a male and a female. They are producing the next generation. So, in fact, actually, she's still eating whilst in the act.
I've never tried that.
No? And the females have this incredible trowel or scoop at the end of their abdomen, which when they lay eggs or have a poo, they literally flip it like a trowel to disperse it amongst the environment. And that is peculiar to the girls. This is the female. I mean, look at the difference.
Look at the trowel.
Look at that trowel.
So that is where the male stick insect would impregnate the female through the trowel?
Part of that structure accommodates the male to introduce his spermatophore. Yes, that's right.
How does he introduce it?
It's like
hey,
a-
look, here's my spermatomor.
Yeah. It's a gooey lump that kind of helps to stick itself when placed in the correct. That's right,
place
exactly
of
right,
the trowel.
exactly.
He's kind of putting his blob in sideways. So, Don, if you're not an ectotherm curator, you know, and someone's like, you see someone going, get him, squash him. I mean, what should they say instead?
Why are we squashing? I'd reframe the whole thing. If I was lucky enough to be there in that moment, I would say, stop!
Yeah.
It's a hoo-hoo beetle. How beautiful! Let's kind of take it off you, encourage it off gently. Oh, it's a male. It's clearly a male. Look at those antennae. Beautiful.
Right, so let's let him go.
Let's find a native tree and pop it on the bark there.
Don's right. Bugs deserve our respect. And on behalf of all lady, theydy and gentle bugs, I'm going to do something. What would you like me to call you? Just Doctor? Dr. Brown?
Jason is fine.
Dr. Jason. We often refer to bugs as he or him. What do you make of that?
Well, there's a bias in language. The bias is that people equals male. That also includes animals. So animals equals male.
Right.
So we default to
He.
Yeah.
How can we shift this gender bias?
Yeah, we can totally shift it because
Okay, great.
these biases are just conventional. They are there not because of the language that we're using, but how we use it. And that's what we teach to our kids, and that's what they grow up with, is this bias. So if we change the way that we talk about things, that will slowly shift the way that we look at things and shift our language.
Dr. Jason's right. If we want to make the change, we need to start with our rangatahi, which is why I'm going to change the way people think about bugs by writing an original children's book.
Squash him. Kill him. Get him.
Well, that was the most intense 12 minutes of my life. But now I've finally finished my magnus opus. I might want to get a professional to illustrate it. Okay, are you ready? This book is called Not All Bugs Are Boys by Karen O'Leary, illustrated by Kat Atkinson. One summer night, while eating tea, a praying mantis bothered me. So with a glass and a piece of paper, I grabbed the mantis, see you later. But as I let the green guy free, he said, actually, I'm a she. My name is Anne, and this is Greta. She is the most gorgeous weta. Claudia here looks like a stick, but that stick moves and super quick. My next friend might make you squirm. Her name is Wanda. She's a... See ya.
Worms can't hear because I haven't got ears.
Don't they?
No.
This ladybug, despite their name, is not a gent and not a dame. They're chase, and we use words like they. It's the respectful bug-like way. Not all bugs are boys, that's true. If I need to know, I will ask
You.
me, you. Did you like that book?
Yes.
What was your favourite bit?
Worm.
The worm. What do you think the story was trying to teach us?
Not all bugs are boys.
Yeah, what could they be instead?
Girls.
Yeah. Do you think that all worms are boys?
Yes.
Okay. Making a difference. I guess change happens at a snail's pace, but I am confident these ideas will worm their way in over time. Are you a he or a she, Bumblebee? Karen O'Leary, over and out.